are coordinating it also very well. So use your these 3 days to the fullest and gain the knowledge to the fullest. Thank you, sister, and all the dignitaries for conducting such a good seminar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Please wait. All of you, please wait. Our chief guest is coming.
നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് ടൈം ഒന്ന് വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ നവജ്യോതി കോളേജിന്റെ 20 വർഷത്തെ എല്ലാം അക്കാദമിക് അച്ചീവ്മെന്റ്സ് നമുക്കൊന്ന് കണ്ടു നോക്കാം.
God, you're wonderful. Our dreams are sky high. We climb the ladder up to the sky. This corridor that fragrance will start us out. To love, to learn, to live forevermore. As we all your bliss, Lord, you're wonderful. Our dreams are sky high. We climb the ladder up to the sky. This corridor that fragrance of stars out. To love, to love, to live forevermore. As we all know, we will shine upon that star.
Now, the most awaited chief guest has arrived. I invite Dr. Neelima Bagbadi, International Secretary General of CTEF, for delivering the inaugural speech.
May I know when is my presentation starting? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes, ma'am, audible.
May I know when my presentation is starting? What is the time? Is it 11?
You can start now. Okay.
Okay, before time, right? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Just before time, I am Neelima Bagbadi, International Secretary General, Council for Teacher Education Foundation, is going to present a brief inaugural address. You all must have started the day's affair. That's wonderful. I had a glimpse of some dance and music. That was wonderful indeed. And I'm happy that I was asked to virtually come and inaugurate this convention, because for a long time, I haven't seen virtually my friends of Kerala. So I'm happy to be here. Namaste and good morning to all of you. Have a pleasant day, and I wish you a fabulous, happy, merry New Year. Respected Principal, Nambajyoti College of Teacher Education for Women, Provincial Superior, respected Sister Teresa, our very own dear Dr. V.M. Shashikumar, Chairperson, CTF, South Zone, India, the dignitaries who are virtually present, all participants who are taking part in this virtual meet, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. On behalf of CTE, let me wish you again a very fruitful and a very impactful convention today. I extend my warm greetings and heartily welcome you all to this convention. I express my gratitude to the Nambajyoti College of Teacher Education for Women for joining hands with CTEF Foundation Kerala chapter, because this chapter is very dear to us, very dear to all in CTF, and practically to me because of their dynamism and of their activeness in working. So friends, I hope there will be a good number of papers, they will be participating, and they will express the thoughts, their ideas, their opinions on the very important theme, which is aggrandizing digital culture for equity and inclusion in education, which obviously implies its need in the 21st century. Friends, like we have heard about the digital, the word is very much familiar to us. And this very word digital was introduced in the business sector, administration sector, and other sectors which are around us. But in the field of education, this got its prominence, I should say, this got its prominence with the coming of pandemic, right? Because we had no other way but to sit near the computer, near the tab or the mobile, and to go for the online classes, to go for the online interactions, or to just, sort of participate in the webinars. So indeed, this has become very popular, and a buzzword, digital has become a buzzword for us. And as you know, like, it is a new age learning. It is a new age learning, I should say, which is the universe is making, the globe is making a very sincere initiative to make education within the classroom and outside the classroom. So this bears extremely its importance in the education sector, because now we cannot just sit inside the classroom. We have to go out, learning beyond. We have to go for learning beyond. So this digital learning is a very pertinent theme which has been sort of framed for this convention. And we have no other way but to transform our ideas, to change our attitude, if any. We have some, like odd ideas about digital. We have to change this culture now, teaching culture. But let me just little bit, I do not want to go to the history because I'm very much conscious about the time. Let me just start that the digital learning or the digital education, practically this was initiated in our country 2015, from 2015, and it was started, the flagship was started by the Honorable Prime Minister of India. He launched it, in fact, on 1st July, if I'm remembering correctly, 2015, which is a flagship of Government of India. This mission, it has made us to think more, to get into the depthness of the digital education, how important it is in our life, because every step, when you get up in the morning till night, when you go to sleep, we are very much dependent on digital factors. So friends, this was launched with a vision to transform India into a digitally empowered nation with a knowledge economy, which is very important, and also to connect the rural areas with high-speed internet networks, as well as to improve the digital literacy. Even now, we have to improve the digital literacy, because since I am associated very much with educational institutions, with the teachers, and has traveled from north to south, east to west, I understand fully that we have, particularly with the teachers, we have to gear up. We have to gear up, and we have to enhance our this digital literacy. Now, Digital India, let me just very briefly mention, it stands on 9 pillars, which each and every teacher must know. Like, the first pillar is the broadband highways. All of you know that. That is broadband for rural, for urban, and national infrastructure and information. That is called the broadband highways. Comes public internet access programs. Then comes reforming government through technology, electronic delivery of services, information, easy information for all, electronic manufacturing, IT jobs, more and more IT jobs, and early harvest program, which means programs which are to be implemented within short timeline. Therefore, no doubt, these are some of the areas which has been very much focused in this mission, which started in 2015. So I have just sort of mentioned this so that each and every one of us as teachers, because we are the giver of light to all, we have to know, we have to understand everything very nicely, so that before transmitting it to our student community, before transmitting to the society at large. So therefore, let me just come to the education sector. We have seen, we have witnessed, if I go to the administration, because coming to my own state, I have seen that the digital aspect is really gearing up in administration, in governance, which we never saw earlier, which we never witnessed earlier. So this is a very good beginning. This is a very good beginning and is an eye-opener. And almost even in your state, in Kerala, this is gearing up, I know, as well as in some other states. So therefore, we have to start thinking that, as your team says, promoting, I'm not using the word ignorance, promoting the digital culture amongst, not only amongst us, not only in the family, but amongst the student community, amongst the society, cross-section of the society, and in brief, amongst all. Now, what I want to focus one thing, that during the pandemic period last year in 2020, when the schools were closed, when the state was under lockdown, India was under lockdown, I did a very brief study with some government school students who just stays around 3 kilometers away from my residence. They are economically suppressed, I should say. Their parents, they work in household and help others and earn their daily wages. Some works at chowkidar, some works as peons in the schools and colleges. So what I mean to say, that they are not well off. So I selected this because these children, they go to the government schools. And what I found, very briefly I will say, that shows that though we are gearing up, we are ignoring some factors which has become a barrier in promoting digital education. Friends, first of all, let me say the student community, no doubt, it has gone through a very bad academic loss. Practically, in my own state, I can say very clearly. Secondly, I have found out from the study that there is a digital divide. Out of 40 students, only I could find out that 12 students, they had access to mobile smartphones, others not. So they have to stay back and they're deprived of education. Third point, which I have seen and visited the government school, and I was also one of the viewers, I was online when the classes were taken, and I found that the teachers were totally unprepared. I will not blame the teachers because the pandemic came all of a sudden and they had no time to prepare and gear up themselves. So the classes were very ineffective. Another, I have found that the gender divide. The gender divide is the girls, they usually lesser user of online than the boys. And I have also, the last one, very briefly I'm saying, that the mental readiness to come out from the wave of conventional teaching. This is something very important, friends. We must, though I may be of advanced age, someone may be of advanced age, but that doesn't mean that my teaching ends after my retirement, that I have to dissociate myself from the education sector after my retirement. I have noted that too, that there is lack of tutors, lack of teachers who have retired, even to instruct, even to teach, or to, to promote the digital literacy amongst the student community. These are some of the very brief. Before going further, I am just narrating before you so that we can understand the situation in the ground reality. Recently, I went through a very good study in the net, and the study was conducted, I thank the authors. It was conducted by Amit Kumar Jha and Ankur Pratap Singh of IIT Jodhpur in September on digital education in India. I went through their paper and they have very much focused their finding on 3 aspects. They have found gender inequality in digital education. They have found caste-based inequality. They have found educational inequality. So coming to the gender inequality in digital education, it is being stated, revealed that 28% female in rural and 32% in urban have access to digital education. Coming to the caste-based inequality, they have revealed from the study that 77.8% of ST, 69.4% of SC are enrolled in government institutions for cost-effective education. We all know that. But most of our, like they have also found that our government institutions are not equally well furnished with infrastructure nor with digital tools. So this is one of the study which they have found out, that this reveals that full digital learning have constraints in public institutions, the government schools. Third, which I pointed out to you, that is educational inequality. And you all know, and they have also stated that 66% of India's population lives in villages. And out of that, 15%, my friends, 15%, as they have revealed, rural households have access to internet, and urban households have access. That means 42% have access to internet in urban, and very less, 15% have in rural areas. So therefore, if we go on, if we neglect these things, which are big barriers in aggrandizing, or I should say to promote digital education, we cannot think of a developed India. Our very dear national education policies, which has been accepted nationwide, it has been said, it has been stated that India must be a developed country. It must bring back the Vishwaguru, the educational status we had earlier. It must prepare the students for 21st century skills, where they have said about the internet, about being digitally literate, etc., etc. Because we cannot now allow our children to stay in a cocoon and think what comes from there. We cannot allow our children, like to be in the inbox and not come out of that. So therefore, what I think the students have to go beyond, as I stated in the beginning. And for that, they must be digitally aware, digitally literate, friends. So this is something very important for us. But I have seen, beside that study which Amit, just now I told you, has shown in his study, I have also found myself, and these are also part of my study which I did, and I gave some solutions in that study, that first of all, what is important for us, that India must be digitally connected. India must be digitally connected. This must first come. Second important thing, massive digital awareness. Even now at this stage, if you see, because I'm very much observant, I see all these things when I go to the ATM. I found many times, even some girls, they don't know how to operate the ATM, how to put the check for deposit. These are some of them, I'm just pointing out, which has come into my, before my eyes, that there should be a massive awareness amongst all, and not only the student, amongst all. The third important thing is the orientation to be given to the teachers, those who are involved in the education sector, to the parents, to the stakeholders, and to all. Now, orientations by educational institutions. Yes, we have the refresher courses where we go. We have the orientation courses where we, give lectures, but it all ends of a day. There is no hands-on practice. This is one of the drawbacks which I have seen some of my friends with my own eyes. I am not generalizing this. This is what I have seen amongst few teachers whom I meet very frequently. Next one, that all the educational institutions, if we really think of digital education, they must be fully equipped with digital infrastructure, including the smart, we call the blackboard, right? And everything which is included inside the digital. So we cannot ignore that part, making the school infrastructure digitally prepared. So these sort of suggestions I am giving to you right now. I feel that side by side, the government is also doing its work, but yes, some are aware of it, what the government is doing, but some are not. And this again is from my experience. When I have asked one class 9 great teacher of one public school here, that do you have any, sorry, do you have any experience with the app Diksha? I was sorry. She could not tell me properly. So we find that there are certain provisions which we have in front of us, but most of us are not aware how to use, how to access to them. Like when I talk of the tools like Diksha, which is the digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing, by which the students can have very, very easy access, and teachers to various digital portals. That is very important, and mobile applications too. We have the Swayamprabha. We have the TV channels. There is one Briksha where one from my family, she goes on interacting with the students of the government schools, is a teacher of the school. We have E-Patsala. We have Bidya Dan, and these must be publicized. These must be known by all the teachers, not one. Not it is they must be known only in Kerala, only in Assam, only in, say, Maharashtra. It must be known very well in a deep-rooted way by each and everyone. And also, the government has made the more provision for video-based resources. I think you know that, through interactive study resources, international study resources. They have mentioned all this. So we have to promote. Another one which we are ignoring, though we have seen the teachers taking online classes, that engaging the students on digital learning. Then only the online digital learning will be fruitful. This is there, given to us. So we, including me, we the teachers, we have to engage fruitfully our student community. Okay? And beside that, we have so many, like tools. We have the Zoom, we have the Google Meet, we have the Google Classroom, at least for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Minimum to 40, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes, free of cost. We can utilize those with our students to make the classroom interactive. Therefore, these, should be used very widely by the teachers, not only one-way traffic, the bipolar process we call it, that is teaching on the online, and we don't know what the students are learning on the other side. So we have to use all these modern tools. And beside that, you all are learning, people sitting here, you all know about the digital learning apps which are very much available, like interactive online, virtual reality, using virtual labs. This must be used extensively by the teachers and the labs. And this we have to promote. This is our duty. We got this, but it is our duty to promote all this. And another technology, which I think you already know about it, that some studies, I have seen one study, I went through that study that which was carried out on assistive technology. Assistive technology which makes learning accessible to the students who are differently able, which improves their performance. I have not tried myself, but I went through the study, and assistive technology develops focused skills for employment. I am hoping to try it very soon. And this is one of the tools which is very much useful for the differently able chunk of our population. And also, I want to mention one thing over here about the teacher education institutes. We have a large number of teacher education institutes in the country, both government and the private. Yes, we are bringing out, and we are also giving a huge, output, a huge number of teachers every year. I don't have the data with me and really how much teachers are produced, but I have come to know we have more trained teachers than we require. As a chairperson of ERC, I have just come to know we have a huge number of teachers. That means beyond our requirement. Anyway, that I'm just mentioning, it has come to my mind. But let me just mention to you, because most of you are teacher educators over here, I believe, that we have tremendous duty before us. Being the teacher educator, our classroom interaction, our classroom teaching is not sufficient. We have to see what are the present requirements, what the nation wants from our children, what the nation wants from our teachers. We have to be very much alert on that. And as you know, right from KG to PG, the students and the guardians, they are all sort of know that without this digital world, we cannot survive, because all the classes are going on. Even a small child who is in KG, they are online now, online one, whether they learn the nursery rhymes, whether they're, some playful activities, they are understanding. So we are concerned that to train the teachers. And another important thing I want to add over here, because we have Generation Z now. You all know that they are so intelligent. They are more used to digital. I have seen in my own family, my grandchildren. They're so much used to the digital world that if we, the teachers, are not trained, if they find out that my teacher is not digitally trained, it will be, sort of giving injustice to the Generation Z. Therefore, the teacher education institutes all over the country, they must give enough hands-on practice, enough in-depth knowledge, enough practice of using the different apps during the stay in the teacher education. And hopefully from this year, as we are going to start the integrated teacher education, ITAP, hopefully that will provide scope for the teachers to be very much digitally prepared and to open a new sort of horizon in the education world. Therefore, I will gradually sum up. I will not make it. Maybe I'm giving only 15 minutes time, but let me just focus before I complete that to promote. Let us do more research work in the teacher education institutes, making apps. I was amazed to see a girl of 16 years old here. She was trying to make an app that is still in the experimental, at least is trying for the kindergarten schools students. So this attitude should be in us also if we want to promote, if we want to make India the digital India. So this we have to be careful. We have Diksha, that is one digital platform for India, one nation, one platform. We all know that slogan. So we must have access to that. We have e-textbooks. I was surprised when I was in Dubai in 2009, when I went to one of my friends who hails from Guwahati. She showed me her school. That time the students do not carry textbooks to the school. All on web textbooks they have. I was surprised that when will it come to India? I was thinking, but now the dream is materialized. We have e-textbooks of NCERT, which can be accessed in Diksha. And I think you know already that is the portal diksha.gov.in. If you go to that, you will find we have e-contents in 32 Indian languages, right? We have online MOOCs course. So these are in front of us. Let us utilize them. Let us promote them. And for the differently able, I am also working a little bit right now. I worked when I was in service, but now also have started because they are very much in my heart, the differently able children. Now for the different level, the government is taking steps to design learning-based dance, okay, in Indian Sign Language. In Indian Sign Language for the CWSN. This is a very good initiative, and I hope it will be out as soon as possible for everybody can use. Audio books developed already, curriculum-based audio teaching programs are there, available, which is already available in Diksha. And for differently able, I just want to say one thing, that for them, a number of initiatives has been taken, which you will find in the portal itself. I want to take long. Therefore, what we have to do now, what is the work? We have to use them now extensively. We have to use all this extensively, and let us begin from us. Let us begin from us. Let us not wait what the government do. Whatever we got, let us start with that. In aggrandizing, we have to start. If I start, if you all start who are here, there must be more than 100 teachers over here. Let us start ourselves. Then definitely, the theme which you have given in the convention, the very worthy theme, the dream will be materialized. It will be translated into action. So therefore, before ending, I would like to tell you that recently the government of India, the MHRD, the Department of Education and Literacy, they have brought out a report. I think you must have seen it, but it has come to me. And I went through that report released lately. That was released just on July 22, 5 months have elapsed. And there is in every state, the status of every state is there. Assam, Kerala, I will find it every day. So when I went through those, I have seen that each and every state is doing good works. Not that they're sitting down calmly. They're doing works. But we have to go beyond. We have to go further and do more activities. Therefore, to give justice, I support your theme of the convention. It's really a very impactful theme which you have given, and the papers which are going to be presented in the afternoon, that will bring more insight, that will give more ideas to you all. And I believe that this is the beginning. This is the beginning today to translate the theme into action. So with these words, I like to thank the organizers, the principal of the Nabarjyoti Teachers College of Education. And let me tell you that I don't know, maybe I think God has planned. In one of my birthdays in Kerala, I was there on 5th January. Today is my birthday anyway. I was there in Kerala in 2012. And today again is my birthday. And I am with you all in the South region. This is something really I'm so feeling, and my love, my blessings to all you goes on this particular day, my birthday. I thank the CTEF Kerala chapter, our very dear chairperson, Dr. V.M. Shashikumar, very dynamic person, our Rajeshwari, Dr. Rajeshwari, the secretary, Dr. Grace. They are the leaders of the South Zone to guide you, to take you, particularly to translate this theme into action. And I thank you for inviting me, particularly on this day. And I thank you all for that. My love and blessings for Assam goes to all of you. And with these words, I declare the convention to be formally inaugurated. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day, and I have a wonderful listening. And I'll try to join in YouTube after afternoon to hear some papers because I have to go out right now. I have to leave you all. Thank you all very much, and namaste again. Namaste, namaste.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for a wonderful speech, and thank you so much for inspiring us with your expertise. Now, I invite our sister KV Singh for delivering water thanks.
Everything on earth has a time. Time to smile, time to love, time to share, time to gather, time to disperse. And it's time to express the word of gratitude to all our distinguished guests on the first day of the 20th Annual Convention of Council for Teacher Education Foundation Kerala, an international multidisciplinary conference on aggrandizing digital culture for equity, equality, and inclusion in education, was carved and imprinted January 5th, 2022, a most memorable and unforgettable day in the calendar of Nabarjyoti College of Teacher Education. First of all, the entire fraternity extend the most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. With His blessing and grace, we are able to make this event what we dream about. I extend my hearty vote of thanks to our beloved Reverend Sister Jacinta Reyes, Provincial Superior of Navjoti Provincial House, as Sister presided today's event and who spared time for her busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage in our future event. Thank you so much, Sister, from the bottom of our heart. Next, my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. V.M. Sasikumar, National Vice President, CTF South Zone, who provided an introduction to the seminar. Thank you, sir, for spending your precious moments and giving an outline and clarification about the seminar. Thank you, sir. Now, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Neelima Bhagbati, International Secretary General, CTF. And before I thank ma'am, I would like to wish ma'am many happy returns of the day, ma'am.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
on this day, you have been a part and parcel of our programs of today's. And we thank you, ma'am, for entering the inaugural speech, where, ma'am, your thoughts have enlightened our minds, and for gracing the occasion. Thank you so much, ma'am. Once again, many happy returns of the day, and God's choicest blessings upon you and your family members and all your endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very much, ma'am. Thank you a lot. Now, next, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our Vicar Parish Priest of Little Flower Church, Father Shaju Ukan, who is our spiritual guide, as well as ready to extend any kind of support whenever we need. Thank you, Father, for your valuable support and your blessings. Next, a special mention to our respected principal, Reverend Dr. Sister Gigi Paul, for being the catalyst who stimulated us to do our best and standing as a pillar of strength, to steer an institution towards its goal with full dedication, its perfection to importance which she needs, important skill and ability which God has instilled in a person who is none than our beloved principal. Today is the fruit of her months of hard work and dedication, which in turn and grant became a grand success. Thank you so much, sister, for your dedicated services for us. My sincere and cordial thanks to our spiritual guide and all the GTM members for your sincere support and timely help. In a very special way, I thank our GTA President, Mrs. Anita Anil, for her valuable words and blessings. I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Premchandran P, Conference Coordinator, Srimati Mary Ann Policy IQSC Coordinator, and Srimati Binita P. Chako for enduring her precious words and blessings for us. I also extend to all the faculty members for their enormous cooperation within the organization of this event. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff of our institution who are well versed in their job. Thank you all my beloved faculty members. A sincere gratitude to go to all our well-wishers for your rock-solid support and encouragement. Finally, I would like to thank our budding rock stars that made this event joyful with their impressive performance. Last but not the least, I thank each of you for making this day a grand success. Thank you once and all. Thank you and God bless you.
Okay, I'll be leaving now. Thank you very much.
Now, inaugural ceremony is over. Technical session is going to start. I am handing over to Sister Alina.
A very warm good morning to all present here. Welcome to 20th Annual Convention of Council for Teacher Education Foundation Kerala, an international multidisciplinary conference on aggrandizing digital culture for equity, equality, and inclusion in education. Now we are about to begin the technical session. Let us begin this section by seeking the blessings of God Almighty. Now we can have a silent prayer. Now, I would like to call upon Srimati Vincy Oji, Assistant Professor of English, Navjyoti College of Teacher Education, for introducing the resource person.
Respected dignitaries on and off screen, faculty members, and research scholars. Namaste to all. Today, we are at the threshold of the International Multidisciplinary Conference on Aggrandizing Digital Culture for Equity, Equality, and Inclusion in Education, jointly organized by Navjyoti College of Teacher Education for Women and Council for Teacher Education Foundation in collaboration with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. COVID-19 has plunged us into a state of uncertainty. In the midst of uncertainty, we all are trying our best to appreciate and adapt to this new way of life. We are constantly updating with latest news and data. Today, we are lucky enough to attend a session on online learning through different educational apps and digital future society. The speaker of today, Professor Dr. Jayanti Das, has been very kind to be a part of this conference by being the speaker of the maiden session of this conference. I'm greatly honored to introduce Professor Dr. Jayanti Das. Professor, she's a professor in Department of Education in Calcutta University, a former secretary, PG Faculty of Arts, Commerce and Law. And she has done her specialization in the areas educational psychology, education of children with special needs, mental hygiene, and educational management. And she holds a PhD in education from University of Calcutta. And she's holding the positions Professor, Department of Education, former head of the Department of Education, former secretary, postgraduate faculty, Council of Arts, Commerce and Law, convener of Department Research Advisory Committee, chairperson of Undergraduate Board of Studies in Education. She has been rendering her service at the University of Calcutta since 2006. And she has done publications for journals, books, and had published various papers in conferences. And she has membership in All India Association for Educational Research and member of editorial board of 2 international journals named research traps, and research demagogue. And she has, during her pursuit on guiding 20 MPhil students for dissertation, and also guideship for a number of scholars in PhD. And she has received awards as a best program officer for NSS during the year 2011-12, and working as a program officer of NSS Unit 1. And she has appeared her name as Asian Admirable Achiever. And she's doing research project under UGC UPA2 program, completed a major research project under ICSSR, and completed a minor research project under UGC. And she has been acted as resource person in various national, international seminar, webinar till date, and has published more than 20 research articles in various UGC approved journals. I'm very thankful, Dr. Jayanti Das, for agreeing to do this webinar, something that all of us need at this time. I hand over the session to Dr. Jayanti Das. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. And actually, in Calcutta, I'm staying at present. I'm staying at adjacent to Calcutta, and here it is little bit raining. That's why network is not going too good, and sometimes barrier in video operating. So just after before sharing the screen, I want to say something that is very much. I expressed my gratitude to Dr. Shashikumar for informing me and to be part of this seminar. And I express my thanks to the principal of your college, of your esteemed college, for arranging this kind of international seminar, and to all of you for this kind of seminar arrangement. So today just I'm going to off my video because due to network connection, because sometimes it is going on and sometimes it's going to off, and that's why. But I think it is audible to all of you. It is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. It's very clear.
Okay. Just I want to share something that is it's a very interesting topic. That is at present we are using so many educational apps for teaching and learning purpose, and there are so many educational apps, and which I want to share with you. And obviously I want to know something new from your side, that which are other educational apps are there that we can use for our future purpose. And not only that, here I just want to share what will be our digital future in the society.
Digital culture for equity, equality, and inclusion.
Is it visible? Is it visible? Is it visible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So online learning through different educational apps and digital future society. Today's my topic is topic is online learning through different educational apps and digital future society. That you know that there is an app. There are so many apps for just about everything these days, and education is no different. And technology can be enormous help in teaching and learning, and the use of educational apps is changing the way students study around the world, and designed to anything from provide advanced study methods such as flashcard app to preventing procrastination, and block the use of those apps. You sink all of your time into educational apps are revolutionizing the world of education. And it's the 21st century, and there is no reason to be afraid of including technology in our studying. Used properly, educational apps can significantly boost our productivity levels and our marks. In 2020, finding educational apps of high quality seem like a daunting task, particularly when you take into account the fact that there are over 5 lakh educational apps. Really astonishing. And finding good quality education apps that actually enhance teaching and learning can be tricky. And we have spent several hours researching and testing educational and learning apps that are recommended by educators, teachers, parents, and students. And interactive educational apps help kids learn early academic skills like math, reading, writing, and so on. And you know that in the field of education technology, most apps for the tablets and smartphones work to improve the educational experiences of students and teachers. And tens of thousands of education apps on the App Store and Google Play Store cover everything from math and English to science and history. And education apps are expanding the learning experience both inside and outside the classroom, making it more interactive, immersive, and engaging. And these hand-picked child education apps cover a wide range of subjects, a variety of levels and learning styles. And these apps will meet your learning goals, keep your classroom motivated, and reach every type of learner. And apps of education or apps for education can make children more interactive, more engaged, and perform better. And keeping teaching methods fresh is integral to getting students engaged in their studies, and learning apps are a fantastic way of achieving this. Apps are designed with primary input from educators and curriculum developers, or shown in educational research to be an effective learning tool. The apps we cover in this guide are great learning apps, not because they are designed to make kids smarter, to drill facts, or to replace in-school learning, but because they are fun and interesting for kids and also as well as adults. Now I'm mentioning some various kinds of apps. Just one of these is Reading Eggs. Reading Eggs. Reading Eggs, just see where children learn to read. That means Reading Eggs is the multi-award-winning learning app that helps children learn to read. They will learn how to read using interactive reading games, guided reading lessons, fun activities, and over 2,000 digital storybooks. The lessons are presented in levels outlining your child's learning path to keep kids engaged. And you can take advantage of their special 30-day free trial offer and see how your child's reading can improve in just weeks. And it is really acting and it is really functioning, because I have a little child, and actually when he is enjoying a lot when I go through the when he goes through the Reading Eggs. And if I think this is the best educational app for reading and writing purpose, and especially reading purpose. Next is Speech Blubs. Speech Blubs is a speech therapy application created in cooperation with speech and language pathologists that uses voice-controlled and video technology to develop speech articulation for young children with or without speech difficulties. The app has thousands of activities that aid over the practice of speech sounds in a fun and engaging way. That is from non-verbal to verbal. Just look the picture from non-verbal to verbal. This is the Speech Blubs app. Next is, and you are what I'm going to say, the next part is very much popular and we are the part of that. And at present, we all of us are part of Google Classroom, because it is a part of the G Suite for education, and formerly known as Google Apps for Education. And this G Suite for Education package that includes Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, and other apps. And it's targeted to teachers and students in both K-12 and higher education markets. And one of the biggest benefits of Google Classroom is it is very simple to use, and encourages collaboration between students and teachers. Whenever we want to take a class, we can add the students through Google Classroom. We have to create a Google Classroom through Google Play Store. Then after that, you can when you open your Gmail account or Gmail, then you just in the right part of the upper side, you can see the 9 buttons. And if you click over that, then you will get Google Classroom, and just open it and create a classroom for various classes, whatever that is, for undergraduate purpose, for master degree purpose, for MPhil course, for PhD courses purpose, whatever. And just create a classroom. And after that, when you go through the Google Classroom, and you will add, you can add the whole your total number of students into it. And you can post your lectures, you can post your various kinds of assignments, you can post the question papers, you can post the answers, and you can use it as free, as easy as it is. So it is the biggest benefit of the Google Classroom, and it is simple, and it encourages collaboration between students and teachers can create a class and list educational apps such as assignment in a few clicks. They can add students by name or send them a code to join, and students then can see what assignments are due, participate in discussion forums, or message the teacher, that either in private or via group chat, whatever. And Google offers a variety of applications which ones will be available for students to use. That is documents, sheets, and slides. That is a suite of application for word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation. Then Google Calendar, that is a calendar that can be used to enter events with the potential to be shared with others. Through Gmail, it allows students to send messages to other students and teachers. Then Google Drive, it allows students and teachers to store and organize assignments, documents, or class curriculum securely and access them from any device. Then Google Forms allows teachers to create forms, quizzes, and surveys to collect and analyze response with the help of machine learning. And another is that is Google Meet. It allows students or teachers to join virtual classroom and meetings from anywhere of world. And today, at present, we are in the part of it. And Google Site, that is a web page software that allows the user to build a site to display and share information. Next is Zoom. Zoom, basically school teachers and school students are using very much Zoom. It is a powerful cloud video conferencing platform that allows you to host meetings with hundreds of participants. And using Zoom, educators can share lesson plans, give instruction, swap files with students, and communicate directly with the group or individuals via chat, and all within the app. And if you are working from home for the foreseeable future due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, you are going to be getting a lot more comfortable with Zoom video conferencing service. Next. Next is Kids Academy. Kids Academy, this app is one of the most innovative and engaging program for young learners. Their unique Learn Through Play program combines the most advanced in adaptive technology, artificial intelligence, personalized learning, and gamification to help kids put their best foot forward and get the education they deserve. And Kids Academy has now over what should I say 5,000 learning activities that includes educational games and video, interactive and printable worksheets, songs, puzzles, flashcards, and so many things. And they cover the key subject areas of math, reading, language arts, science, and social studies. There's so much useful for the children. Next one is abcmouse.com. Acha. Just hold on. Okay. abcmouse.com, it is Early Learning Academy's preschool curriculum focuses on import basics in the 4 main curriculum subjects: reading, math, world around us. And that is very beginning science and social studies, as well as art and colors, and establishing a foundation of knowledge our young children that they can build upon with confidence and success. This is abcmouse.com, but it is very too much useful for preschool curriculum, preschool students. But it is not for higher students of higher education, or it is not so much useful for primary school students. And next is Khan Academy. This is the Khan Academy. This is this picture is for Khan Academy. And this is a free education app for both students and teachers. And Khan Academy offers practice exercises, instructional videos, and a personalized learning dashboard that empower learners to study at their own pace in and outside of the classroom. And basically, this classroom learning app helps finding educational resources for math, reading, writing, science, and more. Another one is Edmodo. Edmodo, this app, it is a social learning app. Basically, it is a social learning app. Here, what I am sharing, that is the logo of the Edmodo, logo of the Khan Academy. And you can, when you observe this kind of picture in anywhere, then you can easily identify, oh, this is Edmodo or this is Khan Academy. And what I am going to talk, that is what I'm going to say, that is what is the useful of that particular apps for our educational purpose. And this Edmodo, it is a social learning app for students, teachers, districts, and schools. And Edmodo can be used for communication, polling, assignments, quizzes, etc. Because managing classes is much easier, and students can easily send teachers individual message or materials. And Edmodo is designed to help reduce the workload for a teacher and make it easier to stay connected with with their classroom and their students. Actually, Edmodo is maybe it is a social learning app, but it is very much useful for interaction purpose, because teacher can send a message and student can send the message, and whenever a teacher want to clarify the matter to the students, they can interact with the students through Edmodo. And not only that, students, it is vice versa. Students also, when they are facing problems, they can interact with the teachers through Edmodo. And teacher can share his or her assignments through Edmodo. Basically, it is very easier to stay connected with the classroom and with the students. Next is Kahoot. Kahoot It is basically it is a tool used by teachers to administer quizzes, discussions, or surveys. And surveys, that means it is a game-based classroom response system played by the whole class in real time. And multiple choice questions are projected on the screen, and students answer the question with their smartphone, tablet, or computer. Actually, Kahoot, basically, it is useful for conducting quizzes or discussion or any kind of survey. Here, multiple choice MCQ type of question are projected on the screen and student answer according to it. Next is BrainPop. BrainPop, it creates cross-curricular animated educational content that captivates students and supports teachers and adds excitement to lessons. In primary and secondary classrooms, on mobile devices, and at home, BrainPop's award-winning resources explain the world using animated videos, educational games, interactive quizzes, and online activities. There are so many levels. So it is not quite tough at all. It is very much useful. Just you have to go through the level wise. That is level 1, this one, level 2, this one. Just you can see that is level 1 beginner. Just I'm zooming. That is that they just you see level 1 is beginner, level 2 for intermediate, and level 3 for advanced. This is the stage. And then obviously after completion of level 1, you can go to the level 2. And whatever you score, you have got the score that will be displayed on it. That you score, you got this score. So this is very much interesting features that student can easily evaluate themselves through this kind of BrainPop app. Next is Socrative Teacher app. Socrative Teacher app, just zooming. Socrative Teacher app offers an interactive environment for students and teachers to share their learning. Socrative is easy to use and fun to implement because teachers can ask questions, conduct polls, and conduct assessment with real-time data displaying during the session. And gauging students' understanding and the ideas has never been so easy. The idea is not so easy, but teacher can easily handle this kind of app because it is very much interactive, and teacher can share their learning assignment and learning project. And Socrative is very much easy to use because when teacher want to ask question students, he or she can conduct polls and conduct assessment with real-time data. Just he or she can give some particular duration. That is, for one question, you will give 5 minutes, or you will get 3 minutes, or you will get 2 minutes, whatever. And after answering the questions, that particular question, teacher will give feedback that it is right or wrong. It is this kind of that. That's why it is called Socrative Teacher app. Next is Nearpod. Nearpod offers teachers an easy-to-use app for creating interactive lesson plans, presentation, assessment, and digital content. And Nearpod allows teachers to create digital lesson plans, share it with students during the class, and track individual progress. That means simultaneously, teacher can share lesson plan. Teacher can create the lesson plan. Teacher can share it with the students, and obviously, automatically, he or she can track individual progress. How far student is progressing through their assignments. And the lessons are comprised of teacher-created slides that can include text, video, images, websites, questions, quizzes, polls, and assignment. and students are able to follow the lesson on their own devices at their own pace, or teachers can lead a synchronized session where students can follow the lesson in real time. Next is Remind. Remind app, it is a safe, classroom-friendly communication tool to help teachers send messages and in mass or targeted to students and parents also. Teachers can schedule reminders about meetings, assignments, deadlines. I use it, very much useful. You can use it because this kind of apps are very much useful for today's lecture. I have used this kind of apps. This is it. It reminds you all the time. It reminds you that you have a lecture or you have a class or you have this kind of project all the time. This Remind app will remind you that you have to do something. It is very much useful for reminding you. And student message such as daily homework, assignments, and reminders of upcoming tests, photos of class activities or notes, links or to outside resources like articles, videos, and more. I'm telling a part of it that is before just 7 days ago. I have just prepared some slides for this kind of assignment for this lecture. And I have just completed 18 or 19 slides. And after 2 days, after preparing the 18 slides, and after 2 days of preparing 18 slides, reminds me that you have completed only 18 slides. Do you want to get more? I'm really surprised that it reminds me that I have prepared only 18 slides. Actually, I need more or not, or is it completed? Really, I have due to some academic work of our university, I really I really forgot that I have to do another more. So, at that time, I thought really Remind is very much useful. It reminds me that I have to prepare some more slides for this lecture. And then I can understand how Remind is very much useful for us. And not only it reminds us of upcoming tests or photos or class activities or notes, and links to outside resources like articles, videos, and more. And they can also message individual students and entire class of students or multiple classes at the same time. But it is too much useful that it simultaneously it can message individual students and entire class of students and multiple classes at the same time. So I think you should use Remind app. Next, beside this, just I'm going through the Newsomaty. Before that, I want to say something, that is, teacher can discover content for their classes amongst the millions of study, that is Quizlet, and save time by finding study sets created by other teachers that cover exactly what students need, and encourage the students to compete for the top score by playing Quizlet study games. Quizlet is one kind of study game, and Match and Gravity in school or at home. And with the Quizlet app, you can easily find resources for any subject and at any level. It's a one kind of Google or internet searching. Now I'm coming Newsomaty. Newsomaty, that is the daily news experience just for kids. And Newsomaty is the first daily newspaper just for students. It provides an exciting and engaging notification experience for students, and complete with valuable literacy tools for the classroom. And really thanks to this kind of apps and its unique combination of editorial and technology, and Newsomaty creates innovative solutions to help children become tomorrow's responsible citizen. and it gives young readers a window into the world and a reason to love reading news. Actually, through we have forgot to read the newspaper when all news are available in our Google and through Times. So I think Newsomatic, it is day by day a student can oriented themselves with them, so many kinds of news, and basically students can students love to know something new things through Newsomatic. So I think Newsomatic for the students is very much useful. And now it is EduBlog. EduBlogs. And in the year 2012, it is it got best educational mobile app, because EduBlogs lets you easily create and manage student and teacher blogs, quickly customize designs and include videos, photos, podcast, and it is safe, easy, and secure. So try out an EduBlog today. I'm telling you that a growing library of over 80 hands-on science lessons that is great for home and the classroom, because these so many short videos demonstrate through it, and it is not expensive and easy to recreate experiments that are designed to inspire and excite kids of all ages. So EduBlog for EduBlog for students to share podcast or any kind of photos. It creates a new thing for the students. Next is Evernote. Evernote is an impressive organizational app for teachers, and its limitless uses range from planning a course to delivering a lesson plan to capturing feedback after class. And it allows you to take notes, capture photos, create to-do lists, record voice reminders, and makes these notes completely searchable, whether you are at school, at home, at college, or at university, or on the go. Whenever you are, Evernote will follow you. And that's why it is an impressive organizational app for teachers. Because whenever you are delivering some lessons, at that moment, you are capturing feedback also. And it allows you to take notes. And obviously, you can put anything against the particular topic or particular matter, and you can create to-do list that what you have to do, and you can record it, voice reminders, and over all kinds of that is for teachers. It is very much helpful for teaching purpose and learning purpose. And next is Piazza. Piazza is the leading social learning platform in education, used by tens of thousands of instructors to efficiently answer students' questions. And Piazza engages students and promotes answering classmates' questions in a private, secure, centralized location. And students love Piazza because they get faster answers to their questions. And instructors love Piazza because it saves them time while giving deeper insights. Another is NASA. NASA, that is, students can learn just about anything they ever wanted to know about the solar system and about NASA's missions by navigating through the videos, photos, live feeds, and loads of text in NASA app. If you have interest on universe, or to know something what is going on in our universe, then NASA app is helpful to search your knowledge and to fulfill your knowledge. And for kids with a big appetite for learning about the solar system, NASA app provides a wealth of information. However, given the amount of text and information, young users may need more focus than the app provides. And with guidance, kids can discover a wealth of information about the solar system with NASA app. This is NASA app. Just you see the logo. This is NASA Television Media, and this is NASA app. This is NASA app. And these are the some latest videos are included here. That is, you can see, that is the universe, and this is a NASA science part. And this is the this part is that NASA television app. Just below NASA television app, this is the picture of Mars. You can see. So this is the just beside NASA television media, just look the picture of in the universe, and one astronaut is taking a photo shot of our Earth. This is the NASA app, and it is very much interesting for the not only scientists, for us also. And this is the NASA app. Next is star chart. Star chart. Star chart lets us to see the stars and planets in the skies accurately by pointing their Android device towards the sky. That is a star chart, star heart, and so many so many kinds of pictures and information of universe regarding star. And this astronomy app makes it easy for you to learn more about the objects you are viewing by tapping the star or planet. One of the amazing feature is time shift that allows you to go back and forth in time to see past and future celestial placement patterns. This is a very much interesting app for us. Next is Google Earth, and you are very much acquainted with this site, Google Earth. Google Earth works on your cell phone or tablet because Google Earth offers the offers the means to display geographic data from a wide variety of sources together in a geospatial context. And this data includes imagery for the entire globe at varying resolution that contains a great deal of interpretable visual information. Students can use it to find their home, schools, and you can also find where is your home. Just you go to Google Earth, and you can see, you can observe where you are, where is your home, and you can observe your adjacent places also. It's very much interesting. And your homes, your schools, and other locations that are familiar to you. And they can it can make inferences by comparing familiar places to other locations. It is very much. Next is Duolingo. 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 That is Duolingo. This is a picture of Duolingo apps. Duolingo is one of the best English language apps today and highly recommended for English beginners. And the gamified learning system of the app helps you learn English quickly by spending 20 minutes a day. Duolingo structures your lessons that teach you about 7 new words based on a topic and skill points being awarded for completing the lessons. Next is Memrise. Memrise uses some creative and easy way to remember words for learning English. The focus of this app is to help the users expand their vocabulary by learning English words in an effective way. And Memrise also offers an offline mode to continue learning without internet connection. Just Memrise, for this purpose, Memrise is very much useful that when you are offline, then you can use it. Actually, so many tasks or so many assignments are there And when you are offline, you can use it, you can solve it. And after that, when you are in online, then you can post your queries. And after that, you all the queries will solve accordingly. That is memorize. Now it is now the Show Me. Show Me, that is interactive whiteboard app, is an application that allows teachers. This was Show Me. They just before just see the up part of the Show Me. That is the sign of Show Me. Interactive whiteboard app is an application that allows the teachers and students of any age to create presentations called Show Me's that can be shared via the device on online privately or to a community audience. The user can record and create engaging voice over presentation of their chosen topic by using some of the many tools such as adding text, drawings, photos, and images. Now is Notability. Notability is one of the most versatile apps available for notes taking. You can type or write notes on notebooks and organize them into folders inside the app. And however, it also lets you annotate PDFs, which can be great for grading students' papers. And Notability also records audio and lets you take notes at the same time. So you could be having a reading conference with a student or testing their reading fluency with the audio recorder while taking notes at the same time on your iPad. And you can explain everything is one of the easy to use and best interactive, that whiteboard and screencasting app, and it can be used to present information to students in a visually engaging way. And the exciting part of this app will help your students learn to create and present with it, and individually or on group projects from sketches to PDF and to videos. Next is Class Dojo. Class Dojo. Class Dojo is one of the best apps for teachers that can be used in a classroom from start to finish. Class Dojo is a consistent and very structured and classroom management app for teachers to improve students' behavior and communicate more effectively with parents. And it can be used to a small or large extent depending on your time, purpose, and interest. Actually, they're just here for class leaders, for parents, for teachers, for activists, for students, for school also. Class Dojo is helpful because you can manage the whole classroom through Class Dojo. You can extend your time and purpose and interest, because in Zoom there is some time limit is there, that is 40 minutes or 50 minutes is there, and automatically it will drop off. So when you are using Class Dojo, you can extend it automatically. Where during the class you can extend your time limit. So then from that point of view, it is useful for the students and teachers also. Next is Poplet. Poplet is an excellent way for students to create graphic organizers to organize and share graphic documents. It is easy to use, allows the user to incorporate images and text, and can be exported to photos to be shared via website. And Poplet is a simple and innovative way to organize a student's thinking by mapping their thoughts in a text, drawing, or image features. Just to see. For children, it is easy to learn maths, addition. Just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stones are there, and you are added another 3. So what will be the answer? That's 6, and you have added another 3. That is 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. And in this way, you just 5 stones are there. You have added 4. It is 5 plus 4, 9. And there are 8 stones are there. You have added only one. That is 8 plus 1, 9. In this way, students can learn addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, all are they can learn. It is totally visual learning. Next is book creator. Book creator is the simplest way to create digital books, even for not yet readers and writers. Children can add photos, videos, or drawings to enhance or tell their stories, and it's easy through for preschoolers. It can be used by older students or adults also. It is a rare content creation app that is just as at home in a child's hand as it teaches. And with this app, both can create useful and compelling ebooks, magazine, and you can store it, or you can store it, and magazines, guides, whatever you want to read, you can all are available to Book Creator, and without taking an age to learn and how to use the software. Next is Shobi. Shobi is a free educational app for teachers and students that makes creating and completing assignments, providing assignments, and storing grades easy. Students can submit their assignments through Shobi, and it has the ability for students or teachers to leave voice notes with assignments, and multiple teachers can create classes within Shobi, so that students can see each class that they belong to. Then they click on the class. They actually through Shobi, in Shobi there are so many options for classes, and students can opt any class according to their choice. Then they so multiple teachers can create classes within Shobi, and students can click all the on the class to see the assignments that the teacher has created for that class. Teachers are able to give due dates and times for assignments, thus not allowing work to be turned in late, and work is time stamped so that the teacher can see exactly when it was turned into Shobi. This is Shobi. This is really manage your classroom workflow. And second, Shobi. And after that, hit the button. Hit the button, that is an interactive maths game from the top marks. That is, these hit the button maths games are useful in the early stages of learning on multiplication, timetables, and division, facts. These are the number bonds, half, double, time, division, box. These are also. And Hit the Button is an interactive maths game with quick fire questions on number bonds, timetables, doubling and halving, multiple division facts, and square numbers. The games which are against the clock challenge and develop a child's mental maths. Actually, can you? It is audible to all of you. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Madam.
Can
Yes,
you hear me?
Yes, we
Okay,
can
okay,
hear.
okay. Thank you.
Yes,
So with access to more than 35,000 children's books, audiobooks, educational videos, and quizzes, Epic's monthly subscription is not too much higher. Basically, Hit the Button is an interactive maths game, and the games which are against any student of the primary school, primary, that means class 1, 2, or 3. They can, or not only that, up to class 10 level, they can learn so many mathematical, or they can earn so many mathematical knowledge through the Hit the Button apps. So now, what I going to say, that some others learning apps are there, and already you have heard this, that is Byju's and Adda 247, then TOPPR, this kind of. And the Baiju, you already you have heard you use it, or someone you use it, and you have heard through our television and through our advertisement that it is an educational learning app that allows children to learn in an engaging manner. And Baiju's apps mostly targeted school kids across grades 4 to 12, and it has now got younger children into its fold. And for high school students, this app coaches students across topics for physics, maths, chemistry, biology in the form of learning modules and quizzes. And another is Adda 247. That is Adda 247, but 247, whatever you use it, which has the second largest number of paid users. The app provides learning and preparation on competitive exam, and majorly for government jobs. And this includes course modules for exam like CTET, SSC, like IBPS and other banking exam. And it has mock test and ebooks and video courses to facilitate learning. So these are so many types of educational apps. We can use it. Some are free, some are payable, and some are really expensive. So you have to choose which apps are useful to us, and obviously reminding our cost effectiveness. And then now I want to say that is the through this kind of lecture we can say that just I have jotted down some 20 best application for teachers, and from a mobile application for teachers to online teaching platform, there are countless ways in which technology is helping us. And here a list of 20 amazing mobile applications that every teacher needs. And the onset of technology and the rapid advancement of the same has been a boon to us in a myriad ways. And what are applications of teacher? If we say that the education industry has undergone a paradigm shift, as mentioned earlier, that learning and teaching have been redefined. While it is difficult to coin a neat definition for mobile application for teachers, a healthy one would be, and they refer to any program, app, or technology that can be accessed via an internet connection and enhance a teacher's ability to present information and the student's ability to access that information. And apps that facilitate teaching and learning, that simplifies the learning and teaching process, etc., qualify as mobile apps for teachers. And just I'm mentioning some teaching apps. That is number one is Teachmint. Teachmint. It is here for this app there are so many features, that is live class recording, automated attendance. It is very much useful. I have used it. Teachmint. That is live class recording. Automated attendance. This is a very tough job when we are taking attendance of the students, and it is really time-taking part. But Teachmint helps you to take attendance of the students, and interactive online whiteboard, online test and MCQ assessment, fee management, automated grading, content sharing, inbuilt LMS, and more. So Teachmint stands out from the rest of the crowd. And it is specially designed and optimized for our country, for India. Number two is Animoto, and because it is high quality, it has high quality videos, customization is very good, wide variety of fonts, storyboard templates, and more. Next is TeacherKit. It is a lot of teachers struggle when they take their classes online, and this occurs primarily because of the changes that are attached to Shift. And TeacherKit is a tool that allows teachers to digitize their routine tasks, such as taking attendance, recording the grades. Just I have gone through the this one, 20 best application for teachers. These are, that is, you can take a screenshot. That is Teachmint, Animoto, TeacherKit. And TeacherKit is a tool that allows teachers to digitize their routine tasks, such as taking attendance, recording the grades, likewise. And it helps to add behavior notes for students and keep track of their improvements so that you can focus on the important things such as teaching. Number 4 is Evernote. Evernote, as the name suggests, already just read the term, that is Evernote. It is a note-taking app and it helps teachers and students alike. And number 5 is Educreation. Educreation, it is an interesting take on a whiteboard mobile application like the ones we have discussed, that it makes teachers' lives easier, and it helps teachers and educators to create easy to handle and easy to follow tutorials for students. Next is Schoology. Schoology. Such as Schoology, it is another educational app for teachers that works as an effective platform by helping teachers and students to post assignment, project, videos, study materials, link, etc. It is Socrative, already I have described, but it is for learning assessment tool. It is another one, Socrative, that Socrative and this Socrative is a little bit different. It is for only assignment tool. Next is Quizzes. Quizzes, it is an educational app that is super useful for both teachers and students, and teacher can create interactive quizzes and circulate them to the students. And basically this helps in breaking the monotony. Age of monotonous job we are doing, and in making the classes interactive, quizzes is very much useful. Next, number 9 is Too Noisy Pro. Too Noisy Pro, that is, every teacher would have had troubles with a noisy classroom. If some noise has come whenever we are taking class in our home, at home, our sometimes our children's, they are so tiny, so little, they can't understand. So that time they create noise. So Too Noisy Pro is very much useful, because how many times have you used is this a classroom or a marketplace? Sometimes so many noises are coming and you can't tackle it. You can manage it. So it is an awesome app for teachers to help keep the noise in check. And this app lets the teachers choose the acceptable noise limit and helps to keep the decorum of the classroom. Really, it is awesome. And number 10 is Study Blue Flashcard. And this is a one-of-a-kind educational app that helps both teachers and students by helping to create a digital flashcard and notes and other study materials. It aids in making learning interesting and help teachers to ensure that teaching is efficient and effective. And 11 is Duolingo. Already I have discussed Duolingo. And number 12 is Seesaw. Seesaw, it is an educational app that is synonymous with ease and comfort, and it makes communication easier and ensures that the teachers get a clear understanding of where the students stand when it comes to the learning curve. And with specialized tools that analyze the understanding and knowledge of students, and reports that help teachers, along with a platform for communicating with the families. And Seesaw is a boon to the learning and teaching community. Number 13 is Epic. Epic, it is a free educational app that helps teachers feed the curiosity of the students. And with specialized classroom tools and reports, it makes teaching easy and engaging. Number 14 is Trello. Trello is used by a number of educators to assign works and keep track of the projects. That means I have given project, how many students have completed these projects and how many are remaining. You can easily track it. And in addition to this, it can be used for sharing study material and other resources also. Number 15 is TickTick. TickTick, it is an easy to use to-do list app. To-do list app. Then what you have to do, that is called TickTick. It helps teachers to stay on schedule. With an option to integrate calendars, it ensures that the teachers stay on top of their deadlines and activities. Number 16 is TED. It is an amazing platform where a lot of teachers and educators share their stories and interesting lectures. When you can share your lecture. If I want to share my lecture, today's lecture, then I can do it through TED. and teachers can take inspiration from these, and he can find out where the loopholes are, where flaws are there. He or she can easily find out. Next is 17 is Zoom. You are already aware of it. Google Meet also aware of it. Remind also aware of it, and Kahoot is aware of it. So these are 20 best apps for teachers to use in the classroom, and if she wants successful teaching or noise-free teaching, flawless teaching, so he or she can use these kinds of apps. And so now the question is, what are the benefits of application for teachers? What are the benefits? Why do we use? Why we are using? Why or what is the importance to know these kinds of apps, educational apps in future? That is, it saves time. Student, tutor, they can connect or interact with each other. And obviously, these through educational apps, students or teachers can reach within themselves, and things to keep in mind while using mobile applications, because sometimes I think there is a marked line of difference between online teaching and regular teaching. As a teachers, you have to ensure that your connection does not get interrupted, and that there is a backup plan in case of sudden mishap. So we have discussed various types of educational apps, and but we should take a backup and learn about the apps in detail. Obviously, before installing these kinds of educational apps, teacher and student should be aware of some that learn about the apps in detail, read reviews, and look at the ratings. Ensure that it is secure. If it is not secure, sometimes all the information will go out, because here at present we are using mobile, or we are using tabs for our daily teaching use. And and all of us know that so many information we put in the mobile store. And if it is not, if these educational apps are not secured, then obviously you think that information which is very much confidential, that can be go out. So really very careful about that. Very careful when you are installing, when you are going to install educational apps or any kinds of apps, and make sure that you read the privacy policy and terms and conditions before clicking on the I agree button, quote unquote I agree button, because sometimes we don't see the privacy policy and terms and condition, because there are so many terms and conditions, page to page, and a page and another page and another page, and we what we do, most of the time we skip it and we press I agree button. So make sure that your phone is not hitting up. So make sure about it before clicking the button I agree. And another one is that make sure that your phone is not heating up and consuming a large amount of internet data while using the app. In a country like India, where the digital device is prominent, ideally, we need apps that have been optimized for India, and try and find apps that don't consume a lot of data. And next is do a thorough research. There are a lot of articles that talk about the topics like educational apps for teachers, Android, teaching apps for Android, and likewise, please read them. And with more and more fun online teaching tools coming into the market, teaching has become structured and interesting. Innovative techniques and strategies are employed by teachers so as to consume that their students are engaged and are benefiting from the classes. So certain teaching apps for Android are exceptional and has received much attention. And what about the digital future society? What about the digital future society? This is the picture of digital future society, because you know that by 2050, there will be 9 billion people to feed clothe, transport, employ, and educate. And we are committed to a growth-driven world economy that must inflate for centuries, supplying limitless consumption to everyone. With new technology, could we add a digital world that helps everyone succeed and prosper while working together? Could we become a successful world where greatness is normal? Here is the good news. Because digital devices have made your life better. Here is the bad news. Although incredibly cool, devices are still in early stages of development. Maybe that's not really bad when you think of what's coming next. Until now, the devices you have had in your hands and on your desk have offered quite both usefulness and fun, but you couldn't call it a fully digital world yet. It is not even close. There are limitations. You switch on your gadgets and wait, or you have to find the app you want and wait for it. They might have an operating system whose principles you have to follow, and they allow you a little creativity, but only a little. So now the question is, can a new digital window display a new future? It's a question. Can a new digital window display a new future? These new options started in 2007 with big questions. Can we envision a world where technology helps everyone succeed and prosper? Can that world be designed and built now without waiting for the future to arrive? The Expandiverse grew steadily through years of private and confidential technology and IP, that is intellectual property development. And our world is full of screens. We keep them in our hands, purses, and pockets next to our beds, and while we sleep, and surround ourselves with screens on our desk and countertops. Our TV sets are morphing into interactive screens as we put them online, so they display everything for free. So what if all our screens everywhere were a two-way networked system that turns the earth into a digital room with everyone in it? What if that networked system brought everyone the world's best services, resources, and knowledge based on what to do as a normal part of everyday life, succeeding as much as we choose all the time? And this new option started in 2017 with the question, and can you envision a world where technology helps everyone succeed and prosper? So turn on a you-centered digital world. Mind it, turn on a you-centered digital world. If your future devices were continuous, and your control over all your devices and the continuous digital world they could open for you could expand exponentially. You switch between multiple screens. When you leave your old screen, it stores where and who you are, then turns off. Your new screen recognizes you, turns on, retrieves where and who you are, puts you there. It is truly automatic. All sorts of things are in front of you, with you. They could be people, services, or places. They could be apps or software, digital content, that is books, TV shows, movies, music, recorded videos, more, games, or live video from events worldwide. They could even be either devices and sources you control remotely. Your digital life will always be on, always open, always yours. You will live in your shared planetary life spaces. And you combine anything into the digital shared space you want to inhabit until you switch to a different one, then switch again. So in fact, it is so real that your shared spaces move with your across your screens and become one of your realities. And technology is about to move much faster and converge with entertainment until life is entertainment and entertainment is life. Dare I say it, your lives, maybe. So life is entertainment and entertainment is life. And in the Expandiverse, you will become used to your chosen digital realities being displayed and processed. So in your digital life, you can walk through a beautiful new dawn or your own action movie sequel with you as both one of the directors and one of the stars. And much of your life is already you-centered. Next, your digital life will let you become the person you have always dreamed of becoming. And you can make any or all of your digital world's outputs visible to anyone you want. What is still called publishing or broadcasting can be accomplished in a multitude of ways with a multitudes of outcomes. So now you are the publisher, you are the broadcaster, you are the digital reality creator. So It is the digital future of society that you will be the publisher, you will be the broadcaster, you will be the digital reality creator. You choose your private or public audiences. They can use your creation or appear in it, or you decide to be audience and appear inside your digital world. Much of your life is already you centered. Next, your digital life will let you becoming the person. So everyone could rise to the top. Is it time to expand today limited devices and expand today limited world? Should we begin the journey into a digital world where everyone could choose to buy their best, where greatness could be normal? It's a road with a destination beyond buying the newest cool device, then straining against its limits. As our digital world grows, devices will have to expand until your devices can serve you totally. This won't happen overnight, but it's time to start realizing that it will happen. Unlike any generation before in history, we know how to design and build our dreams. So expand your mind and expand your future.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, now a feedback form is posted on the comment box of Google Meet link and also in the chat box of YouTube live stream. All the participants have to fill the feedback form and submit. It is compulsory for counting your attendance. Thank you. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. Let me, first of all, start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, I thank our guest, Dr. Jayanti Das, Professor of Department of Education, Calcutta University, for her valuable presentation. Next, I would like to thank our principal, Sister Dr. Gigi Paul, for her support and guidance. I would like to thank Binsi ma'am for the introductory note. Last but not the least, I would like to thank each and everyone for your cooperation making this section a resounding success. Once again, I thank you all for your attention. Please stand up for the national anthem. Thank you all. Now you can leave the meeting.
അതെ, അത് കൊടുത്താ പോലെ നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും. എനിക്ക് ഈ മെസ്സേജ് കിട്ടിയത് എങ്ങനെയാന്ന് അറിയാനേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഇൻകോൾ മെസ്സേജസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടണില്ല, അതാണ്. അത് അവിടെ കേൾക്കണ്ടോ?